How you doing, guys? Thank you for coming back to Cobra TV. On today's episode, we're going to go ahead and look at the events that transpired. There is a lot of people out there that are still kind of confused on what exactly is going on, and the way we've been covering this on the channel is we've been covering it in little bits as things been going on. So what we're going to do on this episode is we're going to kind of walk down some of the major events. We're not going to cover exactly everything, but I hope that this is enough of the major events to kind of clue people in on what's going on. And then at the end of this, I'm going to go ahead and kind of try and you know, give my opinion and show you why I think this is actually connected to Hello Games. Nothing, and I repeat, nothing is confirmed yet that it is connected to Hello Games. So that is also important to keep in mind. But let's go ahead and start from the beginning. We're going to leave links down below for some of the things that we're going to be talking about as well, as we always do. Okay, so from the beginning, mods receive, well, from the beginning where we need to start, Reddit moderators receive packages, signed posters, shirts, socks, and with all of that cool stuff, expensive stuff, you know, with the ships, the Explorer ships, some of them got that stuff too. They got odd cassette tapes with 3 tracks of 65 days of static music remixed into BitTune, you know, kind of reminiscent of 8-bit gaming. It sounds really cool, man. The tapes are all numbered 1 of 16, 3 of 16, 4 of 16, 6 of 16, 7 of 16, 10 of 16, and 12 of 16, with a label written on it, and also a voice on the tape numbering them as well. On the other side of the tape, on side B, is ambient sounds recorded in such a way that draws the numbers and letters in spectrograph. So that's kind of cool. And by doing math, I don't even understand math that I don't understand. Somehow it spells out the word portal. Barky, one of the mods on Reddit, stated that if there were any problems, Hello Games told him that they would step in when needed. These mods, 15 to be exact, the number's 15, not 16, even though the tapes are labeled to 16, claim to have been contacted via Twitter by Hello Games requesting their addresses. The amount of money with all the No Man's Sky stuff they receive seems like a pretty hefty price tag for someone to be playing a joke on the mods. Also, keeping in mind, they have said that they were contacted via Twitter by Hello Games' official Twitter account. So to recap on that, 15 people have come forward claiming they were contacted, but the tapes are labeled of 16. At the time of recording this, only 8 packages, 8 tapes have been delivered. Oddly enough, there is a reaction channel that has been streaming No Man's Sky since June 5th, looping in a supposed 16th tape. The beginning of that tape, though, does not match the voice on the others, and his 16 of 16 has voices that sound like Gek and Vikeen on his supposed copy. Mind you, though, the streamer has not claimed to have the 16th tape. He has not gloated about it. He has not said, I am the owner of the 16th tape. He hasn't said anything like that at all. He's just looping it, looping it, looping it. But we'll get back to him later in the video. He is almost as strange as this whole Waking Titan No Man's Sky thing. A few days ago, a Reddit user contacted the No Man's Sky, the game subreddit, to seek help with an ARG they were working on. But let's go back a bit further before we get to that point in this mysterious story. Emily, who is a moderator on a forum called the ETARC, and that stands for Edison Township Amateur Radio Club. Her bio on the site reads, I'm Emily. Growing up, my father was very active on radio. He was obsessed with how it gave him the ability to reach out to people all over the world. When I was little, I'd mess around with his Zenith radio, listening to the strange church services that seemed to play on there whenever I went on. Then, when I was a teenager, he gifted me his Holocrafters SX28. He was my Elmer, but now he's gone. I count on Gruffum. And it says on her bio that she joined on May 19th, not too long ago, and definitely not too far away from the time that this ARG surfaced, which was on May 27th of 2017. Twitter user at ARGN tweeted a link to projectwt.com, a website which contained a map with 60 locations, of which 4 were active at the time. The locations, when clicked on, reveal the location name and its status. The active locations also reveal a link to a live stream of a local radio of that location. The website also displays a date, June 8th, and states that the first clue is being initialized. Another website was found by searching for wakingtitan.com based on the title of the 404 page on the original site. The website prompts for a username and a password. In addition, the original website was sent to a unification moderator and was described as, "It's the countdown to a new large-scale ARG launching this summer, starting with 16 radio stations across the world. It's being produced by veteran puppet masters and include NPC, actors, live events, and much more." On June 2nd, through ProjectWT.com, they received a message that the Moscow radio transmission had come online, but it was corrupted, and Emily received a phone call, I guess she had given her number out, with a message that if you looked at it with a spectrograph, it revealed the text wakingtitan.com. Sound familiar? On Waking Titan, there was a memo that detailed all of what they have done so far. They had several puzzles solved so far, and one of those puzzles to unlock the next stage in the ARG was the number 16. Sound familiar again? This is where it begins to get connected to No Man's Sky. After needing to physically go to a cafe in Manhattan, they found a memo that had several numbers on it. Emily claims that when they figured out the puzzle, it revealed coordinates for a game called No Man's Sky. This is when they reached out to the No Man's Sky community. Someone in the community was able to get to the planet in-game and seen a communication station waiting for him by a user named 16 Instance Status. It read 16 loop unexpected error 97C303 and 5884P. Another set of numbers similar to what was found on the No Man's Sky cassette tapes, but not quite the same format. These numbers found in No Man's Sky was the next password to unlock the puzzle on wakingtitan.com. That led us to a screen that told us to tune in for a broadcast of a radio station in South Africa called Paradise FM on the 10th. So we now have June 2nd, June 8th, and June 10th. Major events on wakingtitan.com. When we received that broadcast, it was a commercial for Echo, a way to bring back the voice of ones you loved who have passed away. And in the beginning of that commercial, you can hear an Atlas Pulse right at the start of that, and we'll play it later on down in the video. But it also activated a website called echoes-64.com, which was dedicated to selling you the idea of Echo, company information, history, and other things on that site. There was a puzzle to perform on that site, and it was by clicking on some icons in a certain order. It revealed a message saying the order of things is performed by the angle of its measure. But if you click it a slightly different way, it ends up saying a different message. It says, "This breaks white into 7. The password for that next puzzle ended up being Prism. So we go back home and we enter in Prism, and it unlocks another screen that tells us to tune in to another radio station on the 17th. Those are all the major events. There's other little tiny things here and there that has happened on Waking Titan and No Man's Sky so far. So now I can freely give my opinion about all of this and how it's connected to No Man's Sky. There are things to consider with this story. The first being, is this only a Waking Titan ARG using the game No Man's Sky to hide its puzzles innocently? Or is this something from Hello Games to build up for their next update? Or is this the new project Hello Games created Hello Labs for to help fund and other things for other smaller developers? And they said they had one currently in development that was an experimental procedural game. It's my opinion that from what I see, I'm crossing out that this is only Waking Titan. I don't think that this is just a Waking Titan ARG. I'm leaning more between it being Hello Games' next update or Hello Labs marketing for the game that they were helping out, and maybe also gearing up a bit for the next No Man's Sky update at the same time. And here's my reasoning for connecting it to Hello Games. Cassette tapes from the moderators with hidden messages on them and spectrographs seem to be confirmed that they came from Hello Games. The same method for hiding a message was used on Waking Titan. The voices heard on the tapes match the voice on Waking Titan.
1 of 16. 3 of 16. 4 of 16. 7 of 16. 10 of 16. 12 of 16. We are the mystery hiding in plain sight. You will find us. This broadcast is the first clue.
The commercial we heard has an Atlas Pulse sound at the start of the ad.
I lost my grandmother, Emma, 2 years ago. She was 85. I miss her so much. But now, thanks to Echo software, I can hear her voice back just using a sample from an old home movie.
Are you filming this, honey?
I can make her say what makes me feel close to her again, like,
I love you, honey, and I'm leaving you all my jewelry.
thanks to Echo software, everybody's voice can be anybody's. Visit echo-64.com.
Things in common on Waking Titan with No Man's Sky are Atlas-65.com, Atlas and 65 Days of Static, Echo64.com. Echo's also mentioned in No Man's Sky. Also, the woman on WakingTitan.com says that she is the CEO of the Atlas Foundation.
Hello, my name is Elizabeth Layton, and I'm the CEO of the Atlas Foundation. Is anybody even going to see this?
And on the Echo website, there are clues as well. One of the things on there says, our new partners improve the availability of our services through improved procedural generation methods and increased funding to meet new sales goals. Our international support branch office is open in Geneva. Also on the site, it has a logo that says Atlas Network. Now, it doesn't match the Atlas, diamond that we see in the game, but it does say Atlas Network. And another thing that was pointed out in the subcast that we had yesterday, that was a pretty long 2-hour subcast, is according to one of my subscribers that called in, he said that the tracks that are on the tapes correspond with the tracks on the soundtrack as 2, 8, and 10. And all the events that have happened on WakingTitan.com have been June 2nd, June 8th, and June 10th. And we go back, so now we go back to Emily and the Reaction Tea Time guy. As it was stated earlier in the video, it was quoted by saying that this is a new large-scale ARG launching this summer, starting with 16 radio stations across the world. It's being produced by veteran puppet masters and includes NPCs, actors, and live events and much more. Emily is a very, very, very nice person. But I get the feeling that she is an actor in this ARG, and also the Tea Time streamer as well. Although he has an established YouTube channel, he could have been contacted to do what he is doing at the moment. Remember that message on the Planet 16 loop? Well, he seems to be looping an unconfirmed 16th mysterious cassette tape since June 5th. So Emily may not be an actor, and Reaction Tea Time may not be an actor. But this story has so many left and right turns, it does make you feel a little bit crazy. Hello Games back in the day responded after a situation got out of hand when accused of using a supercode by saying that it was a non-story. If you ask me, this story here with Waking Titan here has caught on fire. And Hello Games has not given a statement about this being a non-story yet. And I could imagine that if this wasn't Hello Games and they said nothing, it could possibly have a negative impact in some way when they finally do release their next No Man's Sky update. The story is strange. I mean, it is completely strange, and one of the strangest things I've seen in a long time. But I hope this video helped understand what's going on, how it's connected to No Man's Sky, what's going on over on WakingTitan.com. I guess at this point, it's pretty much look at what's happened. Look at all the facts, look at everything, look at the, compare the voices, look at the similarities, look at the mysterious tapes that were sent to the Reddit moderators and that they are saying it was confirmed through the official Twitter account from Hello Games, and draw your own conclusion. And I guess just continue to watch as this whole thing unfolds. I guess right now, we're waiting on June 17th. We're waiting on the next radio transmission. But in the meantime, Echo-64.com has a lot to read. There's a lot of mystery on that website. There's a lot of hints. There's a lot of things to go over. If you type in a search bar, if you type hi or something like that, you get a string of code on the right-hand side that some other people were telling me is their numbers for colors, other hints and other things that are on there, people's names, super weird. So while we're waiting for the June 17th, there are things that we can do. We can look at the echo64.com website, go over it really thoroughly. We can wait for Emily to talk again. We can go over to her forum to see what she's saying, because she's very active over there. She was active 20 minutes ago. She's put up a vlog talking about it, which people say that she's obviously acting. I'm not. It looks like it to me, but I don't know for sure, so I don't want to accuse her of being one of the actors of the ARG. And even if she is, that's not a bad thing. I mean, even if she turns out to be an actor, it's not like she's trying to mislead anybody if she is an actor. If she is an actor, she's part of the ARG. She's part of the game. So it's not a bad thing if she is. I have to stress that. And me leaning towards Reaction Tea Time being a part of this is very slim. Super slim. I don't know if he really is or not, but I'm not throwing that off. I'm not crossing him off the list just yet. It's just too weird, too strange. And we're also waiting on the rest of the tapes to arrive. And there's the mystery of 15 Reddit moderators were contacted for their addresses, not 16, and the tapes are labeled out of 16. So Reaction Tea Time, could he be the 16th, or is there some other person that's going to be contacted for that 16th tape? Or is this going to be a physical tape that's going to lead us to where we have to find it in the real world somehow? Don't know, but it is truly exciting. I can't wait to see where this goes, but be careful, keep calm in case this is not related to Hello Games. I think it is, but I can't say it is. Just, keep that in mind. Let me know in the comment section down below. Flood that thing down there, guys. Let me know what you think. Give me your personal opinion. There's no right or wrong. If you think this is not related to Hello Games, that's completely fine, because you know what? There's no confirmation of anything yet. So leave your honest opinion down below what you think. I want to do a video about my home planet, because I built my base just outside of the Rento region, in a region called Thlockery Fringe, and a lot of people have been coming by and paying me a visit, and there's a ton of communication stations all over where my base is, and I cannot wait to get out there to get in the game and record and show you guys what they all say. So I'm going to be uploading that very soon, and my goodness, get started on my new base, I guess, huh? It's under construction. Not done yet. As always, I love you guys. I will see you all in the next video. Until next time.